Welcome guys to SicolRoyalEats SRE. Today I have a fruit today that is called Logan. It's very similar to the fruit rambutan and lychee. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. This is gonna be a quick video. This is a fruit. I tried the rambutan on my channel before and I really liked it, so I wanted to give this a go. I have tried it off camera because I didn't want to be stuck eating something that I didn't like. I'm gonna give you a quick thumbnail. All right, I'm gonna let y'all see that kind of close up. Okay, and I wrote down some information about it. It's called Cardoplus longan. It's a tropical fruit that produces edible fruit. So I'm gonna get started on eating it and I'll tell y'all some fun facts about it. It has kind of like a hard shell. I probably should have gotten a knife, but I'm just gonna break it with my fingernails since they're kind of sharp. Oh, excuse me. Before we get started, we're gonna say grace. Even though this is not a meal, we're gonna still give thanks to God. Dear Lord, thank you for this food. Lord, thank you for this day. Lord, just please give me what you need for this channel, dear Lord. Thank you for all of my subscribers, dear Lord. Thank you for YouTube being something I can do for fun. Thank you for growing my channel. Thank you for everything you've done. Thank you for my family, my friends, and my enemies. Thank you for life, health, and strength. Lord, thank you for this past Thanksgiving. The holiday was perfect. And just thank you for being you, God. In Jesus' name I pray. Forgive me for any sins, wrongdoing, or evil imagination. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. All right. And I ate some soup today, but I really didn't have much of an appetite, so I was like, this would be the perfect day to do this. What I'm drinking on today is water. I just like the sophistication of the wine glasses. I've always been like that. My mom is like that as well. So we're not drinking on anything today but water. And I'm gonna eat this fruit. It's very sweet, so I didn't want to pair it up with anything sweet because it has a natural sweet taste to it. The servings per fruit is 20 pieces. The calorie intake is 38. The protein is 1 gram. The carbohydrates is 10. Fiber is 0. Sugar is 0. So but it has a lot of health benefits as far as digestion. It was described online as a musky, sweet taste, lychee fruit similar to rambutan and lychee. And I've never tried lychee. That's gonna be my next thing I bring as far as fruit because I love fruit. I almost want to just make this a fruit mukbang channel and seafood. I eat a lot of other things, but I don't really. I love fruit. Like I can eat a lot of fruit, but I don't. As far as mukbang go, I just like to see people eat. I love food, so I don't really eat the large quantities of food. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you hear water in the background, it's because I have a fish tank, just in case. I have been able to hear it more on my videos when I rewatch them to review it. If you are a part of the SRE team, welcome back. Thank you, fam. You know, I'm glad for those, my day ones, that been there from the jump, to watch every video. You know, y'all don't be commenting. I want y'all to comment more, but y'all have been doing better with commenting, you know. But the hours of watching the channel is worth more, I believe, than the comments. I am not getting paid for YouTube at this time. I just simply do it because I like to do it. So anywho, let me get started eating. I don't want this video to be long, so we're gonna get in. I'm gonna pour up the water first. And this is room temperature water. I used to really not like room temperature water, but I've grown to love it because I don't really drink water. So to have a room temp, it helped me drink it a lot faster. I'm about to say, y'all probably can't hear the little ASMR water because the fish tank is making a lot of noise. I used to unplug it when I do videos, not because I don't want to hear it, but because the plug closest to the table is where I will like plug in my griddle. It's like not another outlet, and I could get another extension cord. I just haven't thought to do all of that yet. But we're gonna get started. Salute. I love Miss Diversity 3. Shout out to her. Stay hydrated with the water, you guys. So the outside is like very smooth. And they say you can do it with a knife. I think I've seen people do it with their teeth, but I heard that some mothers of the YouTubers did not want them to do that. We're gonna try to do it mostly with our fingernails, or they say you can use a knife, but I'm gonna bite some on because it's a lot. Um, so I'm probably going to, I'll just play it around here. I can show y'all how the first one looks. So you just kind of crack it open. It's kind of, my husband thought they were muscadines. They remind me of muscadines. You do not want to eat the outside of it. The inside looks like this. Just guessing to change my thumbnail, that's why I'm smiling. It's very like translucent, clear looking flesh. So all right. It's like kind of like the texture of a grape. If you peel the out skin layer of a grape, because I used to eat my grapes like that when I was little, I would peel the outside and it reminds me of a grape. It's very soft in texture, it's very sweet. It does have a seed in the middle, so if you try these, make sure you do not eat the seed. So, you know, let's start eating. I'm saying, I'm a big fruit and vegetable eater. I do love meat. I thought about becoming like vegan or vegetarian, but I don't like to get really skinny. So I don't like to lose a lot of weight, and I'm not really ready for that, but I think health-wise I want to do it, you know, maybe once or twice out the week, or when I do my intermittent fasting to do it during that time as well. So here's the seed. You can take it out with your finger, or you can just eat around it. It's like a little black seed. You do not want to eat that. I heard you can use the oil of it for something. But be careful and don't swallow those. So you just left with this to eat. And for me, they're really good. I'm only providing the health benefits for YouTube. I just like fruit because it tastes good. If that makes sense. I just know with fruit, more than likely they have a lot of health benefits. So my mom, when she was pregnant with me, she told me that she went exactly by the book. Like she ate the book said drink 5 glasses of milk, 64 ounces plus more water. She did exactly by the book. So I think that's why, well, I know that's why I'm more than likely I love fruit. Like I love fruit more than any food, I think. But I just eat food because if I'm hungry, I want the substance. So to me, they're very good. And I love muscadines. Muscadines only come out in the month of August and September. Usually by October, they're gone. And that kind of put me in the mind of muscadine a little bit. My husband, I see why he say it, because they kind of like a muscadine. The size of them and the color. You know, muscadines come in the green and the purple. I'm sorry, y'all, this is not as close up. It's my last videos. My memory card is full, and I didn't feel like having to go in my computer and delete stuff. I have another one, but I know I have to look for it, so I just decided to use my camera on my phone today. But today is Saturday. I hope y'all are having an amazing Thanksgiving holiday weekend. For those that are working during this season, thank you for your service. Healthcare workers, Walgreens workers, anybody that has to work on holidays, we salute y'all too for having to work. I know my aunt had to work and we missed her. Shout out to Stacy Warner, one of my favorite aunties, and her brother Kim Warner. They babysitted me when I was little. I don't remember getting whoopings, but there's a time in my life I remember getting whoopings because I would not eat my food, but I would eat sweets. Well, my uncle at the time, Kim, his name is Davinio. on social media. He used to work at Hostess. And he would bring back, you know, sweets. Man, I thought I was in sweet heaven. For real. And I was going to eat what he brought home as opposed to what I had to eat. I remember getting in trouble. He used to tell me to say, long live the sweets. And Ken and I are like the aggravators of the family. We like to aggravate children sometimes. Not to be mean, but, you know, just to play with them. Because everybody else is nice to the children. You gotta have at least a couple of people that like to aggravate the children and see what they're gonna do, just out of fun. But not only would I not eat my food, I would say long live the sweets. And boy, did they give me some whooping growing up. But I wouldn't eat my food. But if you like fruit like me, I highly suggest you try the rambutan, and I hope I'm pronouncing it right. It's Longan, the Longan fruit. The channels that I watch on YouTube that have made this or have eaten this, they're ASMR channels, so they don't talk while they eat. And I saw Renty KC, shout out to her. She had the rambutan. When I saw that, I was like, "Ooh, those look very interesting." They do look a little scary, and I like them. They taste similar to this, but they have. You have to look back at my other channel. I'll try to put it in the insert. I don't really know how to do that yet because I edit my own videos. So I'm still learning YouTube. I'm just learning as I go, but I feel like God gave me. You know, God gives all gifts. I feel like He has given me this platform to be of a help to others. So if you're new to the channel, if you go back to my other parts, I'm drinking wine. But I don't think, I mean, I may be wrong, but I don't think there's anything drinking wine. You just don't want to drink to get drunk. And it takes a lot to get me drunk, but you just want to be mindful of what you put in your temple, your body. So I do understand the biblical reason behind it. Because you cannot drink until you get drunk, but to me, based on life experience, it takes a lot to get me drunk. So I can be drinking and I can mess up my organs and everything else. So I'm just, as I grow older, I'm very careful about what I put in my body. When I was growing up in high school and working jobs, you know, I clubbed. And I still will from time to time, but I try to be aware of my surroundings. When I do go out. And people just kill me like, I don't know. I ain't saying that you supposed to go to the club. That's not what I'm saying. But just to give y'all you know, people that have went to church all their life. I went to church all my life. When I got older, I kind of backslid and didn't go as much. But I'm not, put it like this, just a disclaimer. I'm not trying to say anything bad about church, but sometimes it's good to know both perspectives. If church is all you know, it's good to understand why the streets feel the way they feel. I feel like, I think my friend Aisha, she posted that church and the streets can learn from each other, and I really feel that way. I feel like if the church learned more about the streets of why people are not quick to run to church, they will be able to gain more souls and to bring more people to Christ. So it's good to understand both sides. Just like you trying to draw people, but you don't know anything about the streets, it's harder to draw them. And even if you don't know about the streets, at least pay attention and listen to them so you can understand. Because everyone has a story. Everybody in life, unless you're a baby, have all been through something. And I feel like a lot of people that have like been hurt from church. First of all, I'm just gonna be honest, and you know, y'all can take it how y'all want. But some churches have cliques, and they not bully, but some churches, you know, you're not a part of this little clique. You know, there are cliques in the church. Like, not all churches, but some of them have little cliques to where, you know, you'll kind of feel left out if you don't really know nobody there. But the point of going to church is to hear the word. So, you shouldn't want to be clicked up anyways. If you ask me, it's good to fellowship and build relationships with people, but your main purpose of going is to hear the word of God. That's the meat of the message. Not about what you have on. But I put that, you know, I do that on from time to time. I put church clothes, but that's just to outreach. People always put on what they wear into the club, so I'm not doing it to be a model or, you know, to do anything like that. I'm doing it because I know my assignments. And I didn't always know my assignments, but I'm required a lot by Christ. Now, like I said in my last video, does that mean I'm perfect? No. Does that mean I don't make mistakes? No. None of us are perfect. And with that being said, I think it hurts people that go to church that y'all isolate one sin, or if it's a sin that you don't do, you isolate that and talk about that because you didn't do it. And I'm like, no sin is greater than the other one, so like you can't make me feel bad about one thing I'm doing when I could not be doing a bunch of other sins. Lord, just give me the strength, because I don't want to say anything out of line. My goal is to not talk about the church. My goal is to open up minds, to understand both parties. Because I've been in the church and I've been in the streets, hanging with, you know, dealing with the wrong person. I wasn't in the street as heavy as some, but I was in the streets, you know, clubbing, partying, during my college days, being with the wrong guy. You know, I haven't done everything, but I've done quite a bit. Not everything, y'all. They used to say that, but I had to stop saying that. It was like a song, done it all, done it all. I've not done it all, but, you know, I can admit to what I have done. Me going through that made me stronger. You just don't know what a person is going through, and you don't know also, people love to say that you don't know what people are going through, but you don't know where God is taking that person. That person can turn their life around and bring so many other people to Christ that are in the same boat. So it's very, very important, I feel, not to judge. Now, if you're rebuking, that's different, but not to judge. When I say judge, I'm talking about sit back talking about people like you are holier than thou, like you don't have sin. And I tell you what, just to be real honest, a lot of people don't think they sinning because they don't do anything, like they obey the 10 Commandments and blah, 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 blah. But you sit back and backbite, or you sit back and talk about people. You sit back and gossip about what people are going through. Like, to me, that's just a greater sin than anything, to sit back and talk about people, not constructively, but to talk about them in a negative way. Lord forgive me if I'm wrong, but like, that's not right. I feel like to bring more people to Christ, of course, you know, I'm not an ordained minister and I'm like that, but I feel like I've always evangelized. Like, even when I went through things, even pastors at churches I've been to say that we all should be out here evangelizing. We shouldn't put all of that pressure on the pastor to do everything. You want to preach every Sunday, you want to help this person, help that person, do this, do that. You want the pastor to be a Jesus Christ himself. And, you know, he's a man too, or woman, and he has a family too, you know. Sometimes we expect so much of them. But like, what are you doing to help? My grandmother has always said, sometimes our worst enemy can be me, myself, and I. Sometimes we as people, we can be so worried about what the next person's doing, we're not even looking at what am I doing. I always feel like this. You can't control what people do, so why get so involved about what they doing? At the end of the day, what they're doing is not gonna cause you to go to heaven or hell. Only what you're doing, you know. And I'm the type of person, I leave it up to the pastor. I don't never say you going to hell for nothing, because I just, forgive me, Lord, if I'm wrong, but I don't feel that way. I don't feel if you do one particular sin that you automatically cast down to hell. I feel like God is the author of our heart. And you know, I'm not going anything against the Bible. I believe the Bible, and I feel like you shouldn't, you know, the Bible says to not lean not to your own understanding, but forgive me, Lord, if I'm wrong, but the Bible is man-made. Now, that doesn't mean I don't believe in the Bible. I do believe in the Bible. I do believe in the Ten Commandments, and I believe in that. But when meaning men and women get their hands on things, you don't really, I mean, they can add to, take away from, add to, take away from. And King James, which is my granddad's name, shout out to my granddaddy. He's not here with us, but I know he's here in the spiritual, and I love him. I love now that I can say his name without feeling sad. Anybody that know me, you know, I lost my granddad like 2 weeks before my wedding, and it's getting easier. Do my heart still hurt? Yes, but it's getting easier. I've been really praying and soul searching to God. Me and my little sister Talia was talking about this not that long ago, and I tell her now I'm closer to God than I've ever been, and I haven't been going to church. Not saying that you can't get close. I'm saying to say this: you can get closer to God by bringing Him into your heart, your life. Not just getting dressed up, going to church every Sunday, putting on a facade, making it seem like you are holier than thou. And I'm not saying that to say people are not holy, but sometimes people put on a facade. They one way in church, but you see them out somewhere else, you're like, But that's none of my business. Like my coworker Tasha, shout out to Tasha Sunshine. She is my sunshine. She's like the big sister. I have a big sister, but she's like a big sister to me at work. But she always said, I'm gonna stay out of grown folks' business. And that's what I've started saying now. When I try to fix things or play super, you know, I'm the oldest of all of my siblings on my mom's side. When I try to put my hands too much in stuff, I had to push myself back and say, I'm gonna stay out of grown folks' business. That's not to say I don't care, but that's to say that I'm just gonna sit back and pray instead of talking so much. I'm just gonna really try to be more quiet and just pray. Everybody needs prayer, whether you think you know it or not. Everybody needs a relationship with God, whether you know it or not. You do. I was telling Natalia back on this subject that I felt like for a long time that I prayed the same prayer every time. Like, and I told God, like my husband, he was telling me, you know, like when he prayed, like he'll tell me sometimes, not all the time, their conversations, but he'll tell me that God told him this or God told him that. And I was just like, looking at him like, God must don't like me because he don't talk to me like this. So this was a few months ago. And I told myself, I was like, well, thinking, you know, some just told me, you know, I want a relationship with him, but do I read like I'm supposed to? No, I don't. But I do know the Bible just on what I've been taught all my life now. I haven't read the Bible from start to finish, and I love that. Like, I go to, I was raised at Baptist, at Gilfield Baptist Church, and I started going as more of an adult to New Dimensions. And I love all the pastors there. Like, this is not a bad session. That's definitely not what I want to do. Because I don't want to disrespect the man of God or disrespect an anointed minister or ordained minister. I'm just talking about churches in general. Like, I've visited a lot of churches, so don't put what I'm saying to a church, you know. But, those places, both of my home church and where I go, they both have helped me tremendously. And there's so many, it's a church everywhere on the block in Memphis. And we got a lot of crime rate out here, so I don't know if the people just, you know, but you ain't gonna have all good people or all people on the same page all the time. Like, if that was the case, it would not be life. Everybody learns differently. Everybody's season of growth is different. Everybody develops differently. So what you are learning in this season, you can tell a person, but they may not. I mean, they may not know what you're talking about until they have experienced it for themselves. This little fruit is real good, y'all. Like, I love this. And this is something, I don't know if they sell it year round, but I got this from a farmer's market. And I love them. Like, I can snack on these all day. Oh yeah, back on the fruit. Let me see what else I wrote down. Oh yeah, I also saw, yeah, if you're using it to open with your hands, make sure you wash your hands afterwards. Make sure when you buy them to wash them thoroughly underwater, not for a long period of time. And make sure you don't, these are not a fruit that you should freeze. Like, it normalizes bowel movement, bowel health. It lowers cholesterol, improves gut flora, and controls glucose levels, sugar levels. It's sensitive to frost, so like I said, you don't want to put it in the freezer. Some of them are on limbs like this. Yeah, so what else? I think he calls it longan because it's similar to a lychee, but it has an aromatic in taste. What did I read? What did I write there? Oh yeah, the tree bears fruit. It takes 6 years for the tree to bear fruit. And sometimes after you plant it, it can take 2 to 3 years of planting. So I'm assuming the base word of the longan fruit is because it kind of takes a long time to bear fruit. I wrote down some stuff on fertilization, but I don't really understand it. Saying how you fertilize it. This one has like a little ball. I don't know if it's something that was supposed to grow on it, but of course I'm gonna take this part off. But they do grow on trees, so you may see limbs or something growing out of it, but you don't have to eat that part. It also has vitamin C, potassium, and riboflavin, which is B12. So good for energy support, immune support, and potassium. Like I said, I didn't buy this because of the health benefits. I just like fruit, in all honesty. So I honestly had to look this over right before the video because I just wanted to eat it on camera because it's something different. What else was I gonna say? Yeah, so I'm just like saying in general, like people need to quit talking about people, first of all. I mean, you talk about that you're a comedian, that may be fine, give people a good laugh, but just know that you're not perfect either. We all sin, we all fall short. And take a chill pill for the people that love to go around and make people feel so bad. But you gotta let people be people. Pray for them. Encourage them. Give them something positive. Because the quickest way you can get somebody to not go to your church is to say they're going to hell. To be honest. You tell them that you may offend them from people that have died that way. You may just run them away from the church. They're like, oh. Like my pastor said recently, there's no good deed that's going to make you be able to go to heaven. Jesus did that when he died on the cross. So I know I'm going to heaven. At first I used to be like, man, I don't know if I done enough to go to heaven. Like I used to just be honest with myself. Some people can't be honest with themselves, and I am certified real, and I be honest with people and myself. And I'm getting better and better the older I get. But at one point I was like, looking at basically some of the things I've done in my life, I'm like, I'm not nowhere near perfect. I don't know if I'm gonna make it, y'all. Just to be honest, and I'm not saying it as a joke. Like I'm talking real stuff right now. I feel like I won. But it's because Jesus died on the cross for our sins, so accepting him as Lord and Savior, as giving your life to Christ, that is what really matters. And building a relationship with him. Because if anything, COVID should have taught a lot of people that, I'm sure everybody appreciate church more now. And what church people are doing. Because like my pastor, one of them said that, like, they love to talk about the pastor, but if somebody died in their family, who you calling to do the service? A pastor. I don't know, I guess I grew up in church. I love pastors. I love what they're doing in the world. Like, to me, they are some of the best heroes because, you can be a hero on TV and save lives, but they are saving souls. I mean, what can be more gratifying than that? But I know they get tired. So when I just sit back and think of some of the things they do, they preach. Some people go to this church and that church, they preach. And they still have to help people, counsel people. Like, it is a... Try some of the outside shell in my mouth. I bet it's a real job. And it is. Some people take their pastors for granted. I'm telling you, like, I ain't never been a pastor, but I can just imagine what they do, because that's a lot. That's something I would never do. Like, you gotta understand their assignment too. And that's the last thing I ever want to do is talk about a pastor, that's not what I'm about at all, because I have too much respect for them. Especially those that are teaching the true doctrine. And they're really about winning souls. Of course, every pastor should be, but also making people better. Like, church is supposed to be a place you can go to without any judgment. Somebody should be able to come off the street, a bum, or somebody that's homeless, and you should be able to treat them with all the love and affection that you would anybody else. Regardless of what they have on, what they've been through. It's not for us to put our nose up like we ain't never did nothing. And the older generation, I'm just gonna tell y'all something. Y'all love to say what we doing in the world today, but there is nothing new under the sun. When y'all were listening to, when I was listening to gospel music when y'all were younger. My sister told my grandma that, playing with her, not out of disrespect, but she was like, I know y'all would listen to Anita Baker or somebody back in the day. And I love Anita Baker. Her voice reminds me of my mom. Like, and I was so mad at my wedding about, I had to add my granddaddy name to my program, which was so hard. Like, it almost took me out. Because he, the way it happened, I had to put him from one side of the program to our loved ones that have left. And so when I did that, I made a mistake and took off my mama solo. She was supposed to sing Angels by Anita Baker. Maybe one day she can come on this channel and sing for y'all, because I was really mad at myself that I accidentally did that. But the mics and stuff, they weren't acting right or 100%. I mean, they did, like, from the video, they sound really good, but they were making, that little noise that mics make, which it was no fault of anybody's, because I think the Wi-Fi or something there was not as good. But all in all, like, I had a perfect dream of my life with, and it wasn't because of the wedding, it was because of who I was marrying. I really, really love my husband. He is heaven sent. Like, that don't mean he perfect, but he's perfect for me. Like, he's a good man to me. He loves me. He respects me. Um, if he make a mistake, he is quick to apologize. Like, he is the definition of love. I'm really grateful for him. Sometimes I'd be like, man, Lord, what did I do to deserve him? Because he's a good man. But I'm a good woman to him as well. Sometimes I'm like, man, you broke the mold when you made him. But and we have a really strong friendship. We can talk about pretty much anything. I'm so sleepy, y'all. And I still want to go out and get in these stores for just a minute. Because I didn't go yesterday. I went out for a little minute, but it was just to really get my nails done. I was giving my nails I was trying to give it at least a 2-week to 3-month break. Because they had got real thin. I'm going to show them to you. They're like black. We went to the all black yesterday. And I got like gold on my ring finger. Shout out to Kamora at Karina's. She did an excellent job. I love everybody from Karina's, but she is like exceptional. I almost want to keep her my own secret. But I want to make sure I can get in for an appointment. But she does an excellent job. She's like my sister from another mother. Like, I only known her a short period of time, but it don't. Some of the older I get, I can kind of read people more. Most of the time, the signs be right there, but I try to always give people the benefit of the doubt. Like, I'm at 37. I'm real nice when it comes to that. I always want to give people the benefit of the doubt, even though when they do me wrong, I always try to. And you know, forgiveness don't require you to be back friends with that person, but I just like to give people the benefit of the doubt. Everybody make mistakes, you know. And it ain't gonna kill me to give them another chance, but you know, I know when my limit is reached. But just like there's no perfect relationship, there's no perfect people or perfect relationships. So that means also there's no perfect friends. Even friends that I have lost, like it's still, you know, it hurts. It hurt initially, but you know, I had a friend miss my wedding. I had 2 friends actually, bridesmaids, to miss my wedding, but one of them got a free pass, but the other one, you know, I haven't heard from her, but I just pray for her. Like, a part of me was angry and disappointed only because of what I was going through. I'm like, I just lost my granddad 2 weeks before my wedding. Found out at my wedding shower that it happened in front of everybody. I didn't even have the privacy of grieving by myself. And I remember just screaming no 1,000 times. I fell on the floor. I was mad. And I wasn't never mad at God about taking him. I was just mad. Because I wanted him there in the physical. I know he was there spiritually, but you know, God has the final say. I can't argue with God of when he wanted to take him. Maybe it was to get me to, you know, maybe it was to get all of us to grow closer to Christ. My granddad, James Warner, it would never be another like you. And then a year later, I lost my other granddaddy, Jimmy Brady. And I was close to him, but not as close as probably everybody else. Because I didn't get a chance to see him as often. We were like gathered together for family events. If he was there, I would see him then. But you gotta keep in mind, I've been around them since I was 7. They are family. My other family is my family as well, but that's all the people I know. And that don't mean I'm down there. Anybody else doesn't mean it is what it is. It's not what it's not. I'm grateful for the father figures I have in my life, but what killed me, I hate, I'm just gonna be honest, I hate when people play victim. That makes me upset, especially when they are in the wrong. Like, I do not like that. Like, if you, I mean, I would feel like that you should change your behavior, if anything, if you want a relationship. And sometimes I just feel like, I don't know. I'm trying to see what this is. It's like a little ball with little prickly things on it that's coming out the top of the longing. But I know I'm going talking about several different things, but I gotta talk on the video, y'all. And plus, it's taking me longer to eat these, and I thought this video may be a little long. But I'm gonna get off the subject of this fruit. If y'all watch the series, my lord, it is really good. If y'all haven't, I ain't gonna spoil it. I'll give y'all a chance to watch it. Then maybe on this video we'll talk about it soon. What else? I've been watching Queen of the South. My dad told me about watching it. It's really good. I also love watching Sisters in the Oval. And this is something I'm going to try to talk about in this video. Like different shows. I wish this was closer up, but so what type of, oh yeah, that's a question I can ask. What type of fruit do y'all like? Let me know in the comments what type of fruit y'all like. We can just piggyback off of anything I talk about. Or if there's other videos you want me to talk about or discussions you want me to talk about, you can email me and or put it in the comments. And I also do catering. I'm a local Memphis caterer. I said it on my video last time, but you know, lost another person here. Like, I really wish people would quit doing senseless crimes. Like, I do not feel like you should ever take a life. Now, if you kill somebody, man, or try to hurt somebody in self-defense, that's a little different. When you may not mean to kill them, but you may kill them, you know. Not saying it's right to kill, but if somebody, if I feel like my life is threatened, am I gonna slow you down? No, I'm gonna shoot to kill. Or if you hurt my loved ones, I may not want to shoot your kneecaps off or shoot your ankles off. I may want to shoot you for real. And I feel like if you weren't doing nothing, you wouldn't deserve to get killed. I just hate that they happen to young dogs. Like, he was a phenomenal rapper. I love a lot of his songs, all his songs. And he just died. I mean, wait, I think my husband said he was 36. Like, why? Why Memphis? Why? Why? And I don't say it to be funny, like, why? Like, y'all, I mean, I know why people say about the Black Lives Matter thing. Black lives have to matter to us, black people. It has to matter to us as well. Now, a lot of people that are, you know, in gangs and stuff like that, or in, not just gangs, but just want to hurt people, because I just don't get it. Like, what can be going through your head to where you like, oh, I just want to wake up and kill somebody? Or if you got paid to kill somebody, like, why do that? You don't think karma gonna come back? I don't care how much money you got paid. karma gonna come back. And if that person really did, the people that say they did it, or the person they said, the guy, I don't know what's gonna happen to you if you get locked up for that. Like, people in jail gonna get you, and come out they might get you. I mean, like they say, money is the root of all evil. The love, want money so bad you'll do anything. I would just be careful what you do. Like, I mean, karma, I feel like it's in the Bible because they say you reap what you sow. If you sow bad seeds, it's gonna come back. You sow good seeds, it's gonna come back. You can't go through life treating people bad, doing this, and thinking that those sins are not gonna be punished. That's why a lot of times I want to have children, but like sometimes I don't even want to have children in Memphis. And I know I shouldn't feel that way because it's gonna be crime everywhere. But I'm like, dang, Memphis. And I don't know if the guy was from Memphis. I ain't even look all that deep. All I know is a young man lost his life over something so stupid. Like, I don't even know why they did it or why they were maybe paid to do it. But come on now. It's somebody's son, it's somebody's dad. You take this man away from his family. Like, and it's sad that Memphis rappers can't even come back home to come get some cookies because they may get killed. Like, that is horrible. It is like sickening, to be honest. It's more than horrible. It's like sickening. Sickening. I think I'm gonna eat a little bit more and I'm gonna be done. This is gonna get me full. Like, I done ate a meal. They're really good though. That's what I need to do is like fruit challenges, because I'd probably kill it with fruit challenges. I can eat it in abundance. I can eat a lot of it. I hate that I missed up. What was it? The No Limit tour with Jeezy and all the No Limit people. Man, I wanted to go there so bad. I hope they have another one. They probably won't. I just hate I missed it. Because I love Master P, like growing up. I used to listen to the different stuff. Like my friend back in the day, shout out to Keisha. She gonna do a video with me. Keisha Jackson. She is from the Bronx. And so I hung out with her like growing up. My age. And I saw her at the mall recently. She was saying that she wanted to get on the channel. I was inviting her to the channel because I thought it would be a good, we see each other on Facebook, but I haven't ran across her in a long time. And she's doing well, had children, She told me she was a sous chef somewhere, so we're going to link up. What else been going on? Oh, yeah, I got some good news. SRE. So I have a wedding to do that I got asked to cater to in April. And it's my birthday weekend, but who is not finna miss no money is me. Who is not finna get, not take the opportunity to get a great experience on my resume is me. Because I love cooking, so to do a wedding, and I love weddings. I love all love. And shout out to my friend Nikki. We went to school together. We used to ride the bus together. Nikki Walker. But there's something else now. I think Nikki Beckman. Because I did a taco bar for the engagement bar. And I just thought it was a get together. That's what I had for my wedding shower. I had a taco bar too. And it was like, my sister hosted it for me. Shout out to India Neely. It was like talk about love. People love taco. I mean, who don't love a taco? And she said everybody loved it so much to where they want me to do the wedding. Like, I'm like so thankful. I'm so ecstatic about doing the wedding. Like, I'm gonna make sure I have all my dice lined up in a row. All T's crossed and all I's dotted. I want to make sure I do this very good for her because a wedding is a very special day. And I was telling her, you know, if she needed any help planning anything. Because I basically planned like 80% of my wedding. My wedding coordinator was my mom's friend, Linda. Shout out to Linda. She did a great job. Great job. But by the time I needed a coordinator, I had already had the planning part of it done. Because I'm a hustler, babe. I mean, if you charge me a certain amount, I'm going to look around. I'm going to shop around. You know, I did some people because I wanted to support them. But I'm going to always go with what works best for my pocket. And just because I have it may not, you know, that don't mean I want to spend it all. And I wanted to, I'm on to the album. I'm sorry. For those of you that don't like long videos, I'm sure y'all have clicked off by now. But I want to do a video of how how much I spent on the wedding to help other people budget their wedding out appropriately. It can be done. We didn't want to spend a lot. We're trying to save to get a house. Or we are saving to get a house. And I claim, in Jesus' name, this next year, we will be in a house. But if the housing market, baby, is messed up like it is now, we will not. Because, but I told my husband, just because the housing market is bad, if God wants us to be in the house, we'll be in the house. Just like with the recession, COVID is the same thing. When the recession went on, I don't remember missing a beat. I still got my hair done, my nails done, I still paid all my bills. Everything was kosher. I mean, I don't remember suffering from not the pandemic, the recession. And I don't remember suffering from the pandemic. Our job, thank God, it still went on. We were slow for maybe 2 months. Because nobody was getting out during quarantine. But other than that, I thank God. He kept us. All of us. Like, that's something to be thankful for. If you survive this pandemic, but all of the people that have died, that is something to be thankful for. I don't care if you believe it or not. People really died. Like, I saw somebody Friday at work, and they were gone by Monday, a patient. So, COVID is very real. I mean, she was an older lady, but still, not a lot of them, but, you know, people do actually die from COVID. And I think everybody has realized that because people we know or somebody else we know or another person passed, you know. But I feel like this for us, it don't matter what's going on. Ooh, it don't matter what's going on in the world. If it's meant for us to have it, God is going to provide their house. And by December, I'm going to start packing because I was always told, even growing up by my pastor, that if you want to move, start packing. Like, I'm putting my faith in God to know that we're going to move into a house. And if we don't move into a house this year, I'm not going to let it disappoint me. That just means we get to save more money and be in an even better house. But the market will be better, so either way, it's a win-win. My point is, I'm putting my trust and my faith in God. Oh my God. I don't want the video to be an hour. I'm going to eat these probably tomorrow for breakfast. Make sure you hit the post notification bell so you be notified when I post a brand new video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. If you're in the Memphis area or surrounding areas and you want me to cater weddings, baby showers, any occasion, holla at your girl. Because I can do it and, you know, get it done the right way. Because, oh, excuse me. Now I was talking to my sister, I told her I put my heart in it. And a lot of the times I undercharge myself, but, you know, it ain't about the money I spend on food. I gotta be compensated for my time. Sometimes meal preps take hours, take the whole day. Depending on how many I do, it can literally take my whole entire day. Because I'm not just throwing something together. I'm actually doing it with, like, I'm washing my hands. I'm making sure everything is place right, presentation is right, taste is right, every aspect. Like anything I do in life, I try to do it to the best of my ability. Even with my job, I always say, you know, back in the day was a time that I didn't like my job because of who was in management. So I always say I do my job to the best of my ability. And just like Christianity, my faith in God, I want to be the best soldier for Christ I can be. I want to be the best caterer I can be. Now, that don't mean the other caterers aren't good, but that's just me giving myself a little, you know, a little pat on the back. And I'm very humble, so that don't mean the other people aren't good at what they do. That's just me giving myself a pep talk. But my husband is coming in. He get to come say hey to y'all because they heard the doorbell. So you know what that means. You got to at least come and say hey or let them hear your voice and say hey if you don't want to get on the camera. I just finished eating some longan fruit. Oh, I got a package. I know that's mine. Of course you do. You said, of course I do. Hey, baby. I love you.
Love you too. Hey, you guys.
Are you going to try he tried it before off camera.
Oh, no.
He just got off from work, but isn't my husband sexy? Like, he is not just sexy because of how he look on the outside. It's this. He's already sexy, don't get me wrong. But I mean, the heart, I was bragging about you on it earlier.
Thank you.
Yeah. But it's his heart. Like I was telling them, what did I say? I said, I was like, you know, I'm a lucky woman. I said, that don't mean, I said, I feel like I am a great woman to you. I said, but God broke the mold when he made you. Like, I'm very thankful for you. He loves me unconditionally because I know I can be a handful, but anything worth having in life is not going to be too I know. Anything worth in life, if it's not, I mean, I think men like challenges, or I know Cortez, I mean, we get along. What is this? I don't even know what this is. We get along great. I'm trying to think of what is this?
Well, thanks, babe. I love you
Yes.
too. And I would love to stay in chit chat with you guys, but I got long guns on under this, and I am
Layered up.
Bye, guys.
Yes. And we can go ahead and end the video together.
Oh.
Yeah, that way I can go ahead and get off. But thank you all for subscribing. Thank you. Yeah, I was talking about some things, baby. But thank you all for subscribing. Thank you all, my day ones that have watched from the beginning, that watch all my videos. I really appreciate y'all. Don't forget in the comments to let me know what type of fruit you like. And anything I've talked about on the video. You know, have a husband or a loved one you love. You know, you can tell me who you love. Or anything that I've talked about, you can always comment in the comments about it. Or if you got ideas about what topics you want me to do in the future, you can email me or post them in the comments. Make sure you keep God first. We love you. Thank you for all of the support, all of the love, all the encouraging words. We really thank you and appreciate you. And we will see you all next time. Remember, good vibes, peace, and blessings. Remember, I love you. We love you. God love you. Be blessed.